Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment that you later regretted? Or maybe you fired off an angry email, only to wish you could take it back an hour later. We've all been there. Our first instinct when faced with a challenge, an insult, or a frustrating situation is often to react immediately. But what if I told you that the most powerful thing you can do in those moments is nothing? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a concept that can truly transform your relationships, your career, and your overall peace of mind. The power of not reacting. This isn't about being passive or letting people walk all over you. It's about choosing a thoughtful response over a knee-jerk reaction. It's the difference between being in control and being controlled by your emotions or by others. Let's think about it. When someone says something that triggers you, your heart rate might go up. Your face gets hot. You feel that rush of adrenaline. This is your fight or flight response kicking in. It's a primal instinct that's been with us for thousands of years, designed to protect us from physical threats. But in today's world, most of the threats we face are not a saber-toothed tiger. They're a critical comment from a boss, a passive-aggressive text, or someone cutting you off in traffic. Reacting instantly in these situations is like giving away your power. You're letting an external event or another person dictate your emotional state. You're playing their game, by their rules. When you react emotionally, you often escalate the conflict, damage relationships, and create more stress for yourself. You're not thinking clearly. You're just reacting. The real power lies in the pause. That small gap between the trigger and your response. This is where you reclaim your control. This is where wisdom lives. The ancient Stoic philosophers knew this well. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood that while we can't control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. So, how do we actually do this in practice? It sounds simple, but it takes practice to build this mental muscle. The first step is awareness. You need to recognize when you're being triggered. Pay attention to your body. Do you feel your muscles tensing? Is your breathing getting shallow? These are your cues. When you feel them, that's your signal to pause. Just stop. Don't say anything. Don't type anything. Don't do anything. Instead, take a deep breath. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This simple act of focusing on your breath helps to calm your nervous system. It pulls you out of that reactive, emotional part of your brain and allows your rational mind to come back online. During this pause, you can ask yourself a few powerful questions. Why am I feeling this way? Is this person's comment really about me? Or is it about them and what they're going through? Is reacting right now going to make this situation better or worse? What is my ultimate goal here? Do I want to win this argument? Or do I want to preserve this relationship or find a solution? Often, you'll realize that the initial sting of the comment or action isn't worth the long-term damage a hasty reaction could cause. You'll see the bigger picture. This doesn't mean you have to agree with the other person or accept poor treatment. It means you choose to respond from a place of clarity and strength, not from a place of hurt or anger. Let's look at a few common scenarios. Imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague publicly criticizes your work. The old you might have immediately gotten defensive, listing all the reasons they're wrong. This leads to a public argument, creates tension in the team, and makes you look emotional and unprofessional. Now, imagine the new you. You hear the criticism. You feel that flash of anger, but you pause. You take a breath. Instead of reacting, you respond. You might say something like, "Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate you bringing it to my attention." I'd like to understand your perspective better. Perhaps we can discuss this in more detail after the meeting so I can fully address your concerns. See the difference? You've acknowledged their point, validated their right to an opinion, and taken control of the situation by moving the conversation to a more productive setting. You haven't surrendered, you've strategized. You appear calm, confident, and professional. You've won, not by fighting back, but by rising above. Or think about a personal relationship. Your partner says something that hurts your feelings. Your immediate impulse might be to lash out with a hurtful comment of your own. Oh yeah? Well, you always do this. This just spirals into a bigger fight where you're both just throwing verbal punches, and nothing gets resolved. But if you pause, you can say, when you said that, it made me feel hurt. Can we talk about what's really going on? This opens the door for a real conversation. It turns a potential conflict into an opportunity for connection and understanding. You're not attacking them. You're expressing your own feelings and inviting a constructive dialogue. The power of not reacting extends beyond just conversations. It applies to our digital lives, too. How many times have you seen an online comment that just makes your blood boil? The temptation to jump in and correct someone or engage in a pointless, draining argument is huge. But what does it achieve? Usually, nothing but more negativity and wasted energy. The most powerful response to online trolls and negativity is often silence. Disengage. Scroll past it. Your peace of mind is far more valuable than winning an argument with a stranger on the internet. By choosing not to react, you refuse to give them your energy. You starve the negativity of the attention it craves. Building this skill takes time. You won't be perfect overnight. There will be times when you slip up and react impulsively, and that's okay. The key is to be kind to yourself and see it as a learning opportunity. Each time you manage to pause, you're strengthening that neural pathway in your brain. It's like going to the gym for your mind. The more you practice, the stronger your non-reaction muscle becomes. Over time, you'll notice a profound shift. You'll feel calmer, more centered. You'll find that little things that used to bother you just don't anymore. You'll navigate conflicts with grace and confidence. Your relationships will improve because you'll be communicating more effectively and authentically. People will see you as a source of stability and wisdom. You stop being a leaf blown about by the winds of circumstance and become the tree, rooted firmly in your own values and self-control. You become the master of your inner world, regardless of what's happening in the outer world. That, my friends, is true power. It's a quiet strength, an unshakable calm that comes from within. So, the next time you feel that surge of emotion, that urge to react, I challenge you to try this. Just for a moment, pause, breathe. Ask yourself what you truly want the outcome to be. Then, respond with intention. You might be amazed at how much changes when you master the art of not reacting. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this gives you a new tool for your mental and emotional toolkit. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional and powerful life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever practiced not reacting? What was the result? Let's share our experiences and learn from each other. Until next time, take care.